close game. We're still quite early on into the game. Nothing to say about it so far. Dogon's lost a villager very early on, but that's it. Juan managed to steal a board from Loiza. And here we go. We're inside the game. Let's once more remove the fog of war. Try to understand, how did Dogon get in? I guess we just missed that, but Dogon somehow managed to go in between the walls of Zupi and Wonder, I guess, through there. I do have to wonder, why didn't Zupi try to close that? Let's see if Dogon is going to be able to find a spot to hit the villager from Zupi. I guess there's an opening here. There's an opening here as well. Zupi's not seeing this as far as I can see. The spearman is a little bit misplaced. I think Dogon is going to be able to snipe one of the villagers. There he goes. He's focusing one of them, doing the right thing. I guess he will be able to take it. Nope, he will be able to go inside the TC with no problem. A little bit unfortunate here for Dogon, was not quite able to take that villager with him. The spear is now on place. That means it's going to be hard for Dogon to actually get another villager. No chance here, sir. There's a spear close by, so no chance for you there, sir. I guess this is the right time to try to understand if there's any slinging going on. Let me go into the achievements. Yeah, no slinging is going on, so nobody's going to be slinging as far as I can see. Dogon still walking a little bit around, trying to find a spot to hit. I don't think he's going to be very successful, at least not here with Zupi. Zupi's got enough spearmen to defend himself from this. Looks like there's no gap here whatsoever. But Dogon using a very nice micro here, really nicely done here. He's going to be trying to snipe the villager once more, using the scouts in a perfect manner. What a monster play here from Dogon. Ends up losing one scout, because I guess it was the lag, but nicely done here by Dogon. Pretty much confusing Zupi right there with those spear and those villagers. Really nicely done here by Dogon. I like this a lot. Let's take a look at what is Fire doing. Fire's got a couple of knights, a lot of them to be fair. I guess he will be having two stables. There you go. Two stables from Fire. He will be trying to assist his teammate Juan into attacking Loiza. Let me try to understand what is Pike going to do against this. Pike, as far as I can see, he's only got one stable. Well, that means things could get a little bit ugly here for Loiza. Loiza's got no protection whatsoever on this left side. He's got a couple of army there. He doesn't have a TC. He's not putting a TC down either. He does not have walls, so this could be a little bit hard for him. Let's see how will this push go here from Juan and Fire. I will be following them. Both of the players will have crossbows by then. The archers from Juan are soon going to be crossbow 2, +2 on the way for Juan as well. And once more, if you guys want to have a little bit more information, just make sure to take a look at what's happening here on the top right side of my stream. That's the spectator dashboard. It'll give you the information about all the upgrades that are being researched at this very moment. I guess this is very good for Juan. He's going to be able to snipe these archers here from Loiza. Needs to micro a little bit more to make sure that he can actually get them on time. Fortunately, a little bit laggy. If it goes on like this, I will need to slow down a little bit the recording speed. I guess we can just leave it like this for now. And there he goes. He managed to take one with him. Nice job here by Juan. This will be hard, though. They will be fighting on the top of the hill. That means they surely do not want to engage here. Loiza does not have +2, but he does have the top of the hill. The reaction time needs to be perfect between these two guys. Looks like they just went back at the correct time, so no huge damage was done there by either teams. Taking a look at what's happening here on the left side, as far as I can see, not much. None of the players is attacking as far as I can see. Apparently, Goku's got a couple of knights here trying to get inside Wonder space. I would be very surprised if he just lets this happen. I guess he will just be repairing the barracks. I would be very surprised if that was a hole. No, it's no hole there. Everything fine for him. Going for Monastery is Wonder, so apparently not going to invest too much into archers. Yeah, looks like I need to reduce the recording speed a little bit in order to make sure that we've got a smooth experience. Hopefully from now on it's going to be fine. We're trying to understand what are Loiza and Pike doing, so I like this very much. Apparently with only one stable, Pike was actually able to keep Loiza safe over there on his gold. Taking a look at the villager number, Fire, 45 villagers. What about Pike? 43, so apparently Hunt's still leading when it comes to villagers. Eventually Pike had a little bit of an idle TC at some point in his game, but do keep in mind that Huns do have a very strong economy, of course. That surely plays a role as well. Now let's see how well this engagement go. Fire and Juan moving straight to Pike. I'm not sure Pike is waiting for this. I will go into his point of view, try to understand if he knows what's coming. He does not know what's coming. He's just chilling a little bit there on that hill. I guess he's got enough TCs to defend from this. This wood line is a little bit unprotected. I'm not sure if the 2k4 team realizes this. Fire taking the lead here in the scouting, try to understand if there's a spot where he can hit Pike's economy. This would be the perfect spot for him, but I'm not sure he's going to find it. In the meantime, it's Loiza and Pike still chilling a little bit on the top of that hill, not doing much against that. I guess Juan, well, I guess he just missed it for a very, very tiny bit. Let me go into his point of view to make sure that I can see what exactly can he see. If you just move a little bit further right, Juan, you'll be able to spot it. Yeah, I guess he can see it now. And he's telling his teammate where he needs to come. There he goes, takes one villager down. He's going to be taking his second one eventually. No, Pike has got a very fast reaction. Managed to save one. Does not manage to save all of them. I guess if I was him, I would just run here into this wood line. I'm not sure he realizes that it's completely unprotected there. Maybe he's afraid there's a TC there or something. He's going back a little bit. I guess this is the time where both Loiza and Pike need to go back with his armies to make sure that they can engage this fight here. Juan is being a little bit too slow. I guess he could be raiding this wood line a little bit earlier. More knights for Pike than there are from Fire. Goku coming here to help, though. This is going to be a 3 versus 2 situation. Gonna be a little bit ugly here for Pike. He's going to suffer a little bit. I do have to wonder, where is Zupi? Where is Zupi? Where do you have your army, sir? Did Zupi just completely stop making any army, or did he do any army at all? As far as I can tell, he's got a couple of camels, but that's it. So let's see how well this 3 versus 2 engagement go here. They're taking the top of the hill. Very good situation here for the 2k4 team. They're taking the top of the hill. That means more army for them. A couple of upgrades missing here on Fire. Fire needs to wait for the +2 in order to attack. Dogon in the same time coming here as well, so this is going to be a 4 versus 2 situation. Zupi definitely needs to come as fast as possible, and a couple of camels with no upgrades whatsoever are not going to be enough, I feel like. And this is going to be a hard time for Pike, I'm afraid for him. And so far, he was able to sort of contain the damage. He didn't lose too much economy, but it's going to be hard to keep it like this. Loiza keeps losing a couple of archers in the process, and Zupi tried to engage this alone. He's going to lose so many camels to the archers of Juan. Look at that, he's only got camels, no upgrades whatsoever. Yeah, I guess he did good by saving all the camels. Needs to go back a little bit more, loses one in the process. One of the stables goes down for Pike. He tries to rebuild them here in the front. I'm not sure this is the right placement to try to do that. Juan is there with his archers. He can just snipe the villagers if he does wish to do so. I guess he will be going there in order to stop those stables from going up. One of them does go up for Pike. That means only one stable up for Pike. I guess he did good keeping all those knights that he had from before alive. He didn't even engage with them. He's got the +2 armor. Still missing bloodlines though. But still, it's going to be a 4 versus 2 situation, and Goku on fully upgraded knights in the same time. A little bit of a tough spot here by Pike. At the same time, Loiza was trying to do some raiding, and we've got here Juan with a whole lot of archers, Dogon there with a lot of knights at the same time as well. And Zupi still does not seem to have enough army over there to try to help his teammates. The +1 armor is done for Zupi. The bloodlines is done for Zupi as well. That's good. He's still missing the second upgrade though. Let's see if this will go in favor of Pike's team. Pike has got a couple of knights here. I do feel like he's got enough to tackle the army here from Loiza. From Goku, I mean. Another pause, unfortunately. Hopefully not a drop. Please tell me it's not a drop. As far as I can see, everybody's still in the game room, so it looks like it's not a drop. Yeah, here we go. Game is moving. Goku definitely needs to go back with his army, making sure he does not take unnecessary hits. In the meanwhile, the party is over here at Loiza's base. We've got Dogon there, we've got Fire here, we've got a whole lot of archers from Juan. Juan on 5+2. I do wonder if he's got ballistics by now. Since the game is running so slow, I guess I might as well take a fast look at the researchers from Juan. He's got ballistics. Juan has got ballistics already. And that means even a harder of a spot here for Loiza and his teammates. Pike, interestingly enough, has got a whole lot of knights. They are basically fully upgraded, only missing the +2 attack. He's making it though. You can always take a look at my dashboard on the top right side of the screen. +2 on the way for him. but it's still going to be sort of a 3v2 situation here. Zupi does not have much in place. He's got a couple of camels, but those camels are just gonna die so hard and so fast to those archers from Juan. Loiza at the same time was trying to do a little bit of raiding here into Juan's economy. As far as I can see, he was not too successful with that. Goku came here to try to help his teammates a little bit. And once more, we've got to pause. Please tell me this is not a drop, boys. Please tell me no drop. We want the games to run as smoothly as possible. Everybody's still in the game room. Nobody's chatting. Nobody's coming back from the game. So hopefully it's only a pause and no drop, people. No drop. So don't you guys get in panic. Only a pause. I guess we can take the pause to take a look at the dashboard and see who's got the best boom so far. We've got Zupi here with 86 villagers, and if you guys want to have more information about the game, of course I can't be showing everything, guys, so I'm sorry. I apologize for that. It's a 4v4. There's a lot of action happening at the same time. I will need to focus on specific battles, specific locations of the map. Obviously cannot show everything, but the dashboard here is going to help you guys understand what's happening. You can take a look at the number of villages from each player. You can see here that Fire's got 83, followed really closely by Zupi, or Zupi's got the lead actually with 86 villagers. He's got a very nice boom going on. Not surprising considering that he's only made a couple of camels and that was it. Not many army from him. And you can see that the one with the less villagers is going to be Dogon, surprisingly enough for me. Dogon with a very short amount of villagers. I do wonder what did he do with his economy. He's so much further behind Wonder. Look at Wonder's on 80 villagers, so quite a big difference there. Let's try to understand how will this fight here go for them. Pyke has done amazing so far, I feel like. He's still got so many knights. He's got so many knights fully upgraded by now. It's +2 attack, +2 armor. He cannot engage 3 armies, that for sure. Losing villagers here and there, but considering the pressure he's being put under, it's quite impressive how he was able to keep his economy safe for such a long time. He's got a very nice amount of knights. He will be trying to engage this fight with Loiza as soon as possible. Unfortunately, keeps losing villagers here and there. Looks like this is a moment where he will try to engage. I'm not sure about this. He does not want to engage alone, waiting for Zupi to come in and waiting for his other knights to come in as well. Waiting for Loiza to come in with those cavalry archers. This could be a very important battle. Loiza is coming in. He's a little bit delayed. Loiza's got a lot of upgrades, +2 on the way. It's there. To be fair, he's got bloodlines. Running a little bit away is Fire and Dogon, so I guess this is going to be a little bit bad for Juan. He is caught here completely alone while his teammates are just going to run away. That means GG for Juan's army. Nicely done here by the Nadya's boys team. They're going to catch Juan completely off guard, and that means those archers are going to be dying. But in the same time, Fire and Dogon are not just going to chill around. They're going to go on and try to raid a little bit of Loiza's economy. Loiza needs to come back with his army. Cavalry archers on the way. They're going to be a little bit delayed. He's going to lose a couple of villagers in the process. Amazing team coordination here by Fire and Goku and Dogon at the same time. Very, very nice play in my opinion. In the meanwhile, looks like Wonder being a little bit of a lamer boy here, walling a little bit the gold of Dogon. Let me see if Dogon is going to be too disturbed. No, I guess he won't be too disturbed about that. He's got a gold here. He's got another gold over there. And let's once more take a look at the rating. Looks like they will just go back. Don't want to lose more units because Loiza does have quite a nice amount of cavalry archers right here. As far as I could see, Fire was the first one to collect up to Imperial Age, so he's got a very nice game for him going on here. He's got such a nice amount of villagers, 100 villagers, completely outboomed by Zupi though. Do keep in mind, Zupi did not do a lot of army. And let me try to understand what's happening here on Zupi's base. We've got Goku desperately trying to get in. He's gonna get the barracks, that's for sure. I'm not sure if he's going to get in here because, of course, Zupi is waiting for this. He's got a couple of villagers there repairing the buildings as fast as possible. And Goku did invest quite a lot in army, so I will assume that his boom is quite a bit delayed when compared to Zupi. There you go, 30 villages difference. In the meanwhile, Zupi has got a couple of camels of his own. He's going to be engaging the knights from Goku. And these camels have got the +1 armor upgrade by now, so that means they can engage the army, and they will. And that means that Goku definitely needs to go back a little bit with his army. Switching to the right side. A very heavy push here onto Juan. We've got a whole lot of knights from Pike here. We've got a whole lot of cavalry archer from Loiza. And where is Fire? Where is Fire? Fire, your teammate needs you. I guess he's just waiting a little bit more here. Wants to have Cavalier before engaging on this fight. It's going to be really hard for Juan, though, to keep this position. He's going to be making more and more buildings to make sure that Pike and Loiza cannot just go in. It's going to be really hard for him. He does not have enough archers to just keep those knights away for a much longer time. I guess the TC is going to help them in a very nice manner. The siege workshop is going to be done. Loiza needs to be very, very careful with this. He does not want to lose many of those cavalry archers. Do keep in mind that the crossbowman's got a little bit more range. It's 5+2 as opposed to 4+2 here on the right side. And I do wish Fire would be there. I guess this could be good. Fire is going to try to go around and maybe catch Pike and Loiza off guard. But in the meanwhile, we see an opening here, and Pike is just going to go in with his knights. These are a whole lot of knights. Fire is going to come from behind. Cavalier on roughly 50%. Juan needs to make sure that he's not going to lose too many villages before Fire starts his engagement. He's waiting a little bit too long. I do understand why he's waiting. He wants to make sure that he's got the Cavalier because he won't be able to clear everything without the Cavalier, but maybe just showing himself is going to be enough to sort of delay the push of Juan, I mean, and looks like that was indeed enough. Pike and Loiza going back, afraid of the Cavalier from Fire. Cavalier is done here by Fire. Fire should be trying to get a couple of these cavalry archers from Loiza, try to intercept them. Indeed, he's going to be trying to do that, but Loiza is smarter than that. He's just going to run away with no problem. In the meanwhile, Wonder was pretty much booming out of the game as far as I could see. He's got a couple of monks. He's quite safe around here with a lot of stone walls, with a lot of buildings around, so apparently nothing major is going to happen into his economy. But what about here? What about here? Cavalier are on the way for Pike. Those cavalry archers from Loiza are going to be helping a lot for sure. He's starting to fight here, and Juan is a little bit misplaced in my opinion. Fire moving too much, not really fighting, and Pike caught a little bit off guard. Pike has got Cavalier by now, but I do feel like Fire still has got more, and the cavalry archer from Loiza are a little bit misplaced in my opinion. Needs to go a little bit closer to the fight, and looks to me like the 2k4 team is winning this fight. The Cavalier for Pike are slowly but surely disappearing. He needs to bring more into the fight, but apparently, yeah, slowly but surely turning once more in favor of the Nadya's boys team. Hard to say what's going to happen. Loiza still got a whole lot of cavalry archers. I guess he should just stay Pike to go a little bit back, make sure that he's got the heavy cavalry archers, the +3, or whatever he's going to be doing. I guess Pike still wants to engage in this. He does not want to go back with that. Loiza bugging a little bit on the patrol here. Needs to make sure every single unit of his is going to be fighting the armies of the 2k4 team. Indeed, Pike goes a little bit back. He did lose quite a bit there because was fighting alone pretty much. Arbalests are done here for Juan. That means even harder for Loiza to actually engage in this fight. It's now 5+3 against only 4+2. Bracer is on the way. Is he gonna do heavy cavalry archer? Yes, he is. It's almost done, in fact. Cavalier and heavy cavalry archer against Cavalier and Arbalest. Who's gonna win this? I guess Pike was trying to complete these walls here. He's not going to be able to do that because the Arbalests from Juan are there, making sure that he's not going to be able to do that. A lot of pressure here on Zupi as far as I can see. Looks like this time he's not really going to be able to keep himself close. These are a whole lot of Cavalier. This house in such low HP. Once more, I need to go back into the game room. Let me see. Everybody's still there as far as I can see. Hopefully once more, just a pause and no drop, boys. Hopefully no drop.